people will pop in and out. So if anything, guys, so this is more of a Q&A. Any questions about anything, just put them out there. Don't have a specific theme with anything. So Georgia, Rachel, I think this is your first Monday Q&A webinars that you've attended, if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I think Michael, you've attended
Yeah.
a couple, yeah, or just like maybe your second one. But Monday morning Q&A, just any questions about anything, guys, work related, anything outside of work related that might be affecting work as well. Put your hand up, come off mute, put your hands up and just throw it out there. So yeah, we're all friends here. We're all just here for the same reasons, trying to be better, grow our businesses, and yeah, theme word is grow at the moment. So any questions, guys, at all, straight up, put it in. And usual, what I like to say is if there's no questions, I can only imagine that everyone's going really well. Then everyone's getting 8 to 10 sessions, consults a week. Everyone's happy with their business. Everyone is moving along well and ready to leverage and take their business further. If not, then there should be some questions as to what to do next, where we're at, what's been happening.
I don't have a question, but from our last Zoom the other day, last week, how we were talking about upping prices and stuff.
Yes.
And all of that. You remember that? I had a consult that day and I have changed my prices, which is good. And I got him in and everything. So that was like a good win that I just wanted to share with you.
Oh, awesome. Well done. You chatted about that. You said up your prices and get the sell. So you sold it?
Yeah. It was good. Yeah.
Was it the 90 that we discussed?
Yeah, I did it to 90. Yeah.
Cool. Well done.
Yeah. And I've also been like going through the little thingies, the courses on the thing. And you guys, it says like sell 30-minute sessions. And I'm like, that's like a really good idea. But then I'm also like, how do you fit everything into a 30-minute session? Like, what's the program looking like, the structure?
Yeah, always a good question that comes up. So 30 minutes it depends how you go with your clients, of course. So initially, say for this, I've trained power lifters on 30 minutes. Yeah, you don't get it often because normally they opt for 45 minutes to an hour minimum. But if that's the case, so I've just got to let some people in. When they chime in, I'll continue with this so they can be up with it. Cass, Sav, how are we? We're just chatting about how to put everything in a 30-minute session. So I'm just quickly so I've trained like power lifters and strongmen on 30 minutes. It's not an often thing that comes up, but if it is a case of I'm training a strong man for 30 minutes, it's a case of get in 10 minutes earlier, warm up in your own scenario. So when we get into it, we can maybe do one warm-up set max, get straight into it. Obviously, in that first maybe max 5 minutes, hey, how's your training been this past week? How's the nutrition? Where are we at? Usually we do the nutrition and training check-ins outside of the 30 minutes anyway. So with that 30-minute session's kind of just like a quick follow-up. So I was like, oh, yep, so you're going good. You got my message. Yep, cool, awesome. Let's get straight into it. So if one set to warm up, if they've done the 10-minute warm-up themselves already, get straight into it. Bang, smash it out. The 27 mark, 28-minute mark, again, comes down to your experience. How fast can you actually see people off is up to you. Myself, 5 minutes to warm up max, smash anyone in 20, 25 minutes, and then 5 minutes to kind of warm down, cool down. If someone looks like they've got some more energy in them and they want to be burnt out, 20 burpees or...
So how many like exercises would you program into that 30-minute session?
How many can you fit in, depending on their goal?
Yeah, okay.
Power lifter who wants to get better at deadlifts, it might be 2 or 3. If it's someone that a moderate fit person that wants to lose 3 to 4 kilos, I'll probably put in 8 to 10 exercises.
Right. Okay.
There's no clear. It's your way how you want to do it in regards to the programming of the sessions themselves. There's no specific way. We say 30 minutes because the 30-minute mark is that obviously it's easier to sell or to see person more often in 30-minute blocks. And you get to see more people that way as well. So if someone only wants to do 2 30 minutes, then, well, you can see them at the start of the week, at the end of the week. So they're being held accountable easier as well. And you see people in only short blocks of time, because you'll get those people that only want to see you maybe once a week for 30 minutes. Not ideal, but you will. But the more people that you see as well, then the more word of mouth, the more referrals you're going to get.
True. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
personally, the way that I do things with mine is 30 minutes is great. I normally try for a minimum of 45 minutes with everyone, especially while they're starting out. Maybe max the first 2 weeks, get them in, get their technique sorted, make sure they're happy, confident, and then drop to 30 minutes. But that way it's a lot easier to sell silvers as well, because you'll get people that say, oh, I think I'm just 30 minutes a week, 30 minutes a week. And they'll say, yep, that's absolutely fine. Just keep in time. Just keep in mind when you're just starting out and you're new, 30 minutes we find isn't long enough for us to show you how to do everything. Do the exercises, make sure you're confident, because our goal is to make sure you can do it yourself at the end of the day. We don't want you stuck with us. We want you to be confident and happy. So we might need a little bit more time with you starting off. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I can do 1 or 2 45 minutes. Cool. Yep. 1 or 2 45 minutes. And then 50% of the time they say, oh, I've got to know you now, Rach. I'm more comfortable with you. I get along with you. I don't think you're just trying to take my money. I'll stay at 45 minutes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But or they'll go to an hour, and then you can say we can do the 2 30 minutes as a result instead. So start of the week, end of the week. Yeah, but it depends on how you train people as well. If you get a lot of people that want to come in and just lose weight and shred, 30 minutes, cool, awesome. 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, bang, 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 smash them out. If you're getting this big hulking, again, man or woman that wants to do powerlifting or strong man, which I have and do have, then they might want to do. I've got a strong man that does gold, and we just meet up once a week for an hour and a half. I only train people that are specific, powerlifters, strong men, maybe bodybuilders these days. Gen Pop, obviously go to my trainer, and so I only have myself like 5 clients because I enjoy training them. I like being specific, and the strong man is just once a week, hour and a half. That's what we do. But it might only be 5 or 6 exercises because he's resting for 4 or 5 minutes at a time. So we just chat. Everyone's different. Yeah.
My sessions at the moment, I always like say or program for an hour, but they've been going for like 45 minutes. So I don't know.
Then you're dropping them, you're shortening them on purpose.
Not on purpose, it's just happening. Like at the start, I had like some ladies that were new, and I'd have to obviously go through the exercises with them on like our first week. And then the second week when they did them again, like it just went for 40, like today, it went for 45 minutes instead of an hour. So I don't know. It's like, I like it. I think the 45-minute mark is pretty good. I think 30 minutes at the moment for me would be really quick. It'd be too rushed, especially because I'm a fairly new PT and still getting to know my like clients. It'd be real rushed. So about 45 kind of sits really well. So yeah.
Do 45. Are they paying for the hour? Then they're only doing 45?
Well, it was always sort of like 45 to an hour, but I'd always allow for an hour.
Sure.
To have it done in, but it's just, if it gets to 45, then it's 45, but it wouldn't be less.
Yeah. Just dial in practice as well. Your training, it gets easier and easier as you get comfortable with it. You'll dial it in 45 minutes, and you can dial it in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You make sure that you don't want to get into the habit of allowing for an hour, then you're only training them for 45 minutes, then 15 minutes is kind of unaccounted for. In the end, you'll be like, oh, okay, because eventually you'll be getting more consults and everything. You're like, okay, well, here's 15 minutes. I could have brought someone sooner, could have done this, done that, but now I'm itching earlier. But yeah, you just don't want to get into that habit over time.
Yeah.
Nitty gritty. Allow 5 minutes, sure. Allow 5 minutes if you need, but just practice it and dial it in.
I definitely think, because like getting used to all like the timing and scheduling, it's still something I'm getting used to.
Yeah.
Which I'll get over time.
Yeah.
Sell
our blocks. So if we got a gold, I'll say it's 30 minutes a week, but essentially it's 90 minutes a week. And I'll say to people that could be 2 45s, 1 hour, 130 minutes, or 3 30s. We get a lot of people that actually opt for the 2 45 minutes, and that's fine. They get them at the start of the week, end of the week as well. We get more time with them, or the trainer does, but each to their own. Then some people that want to do the 3 30s. Again, everyone's different, but the 3 30-minute rule, or 3 30 minutes, is generally a good template to use. Get them in, get them out, keep them more accountable. The more they see you, more accountable they are, the more happy they are. because they're going to get more results.
So the gold package is at the 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the silver package was 2 minutes.
Correct.
Is that correct? Okay.
Yep. Then you got Kickstarter as well, which is 45 minutes. That's normally the minimum we do, but you can also do what we can also call it bronze, which is 30 minutes a week. But I barely do sell 30 minutes a week. It's normally Kickstarter, which is 45 minutes a week minimum.
And that's like your initial
like
consult.
Yeah, say 45 minutes.
That's what the Kickstarter is. Yeah.
So the Kickstarter is what we call when they started training with you. So they said, yep, I want to work with you, Rach. But a silver 60 minutes seems like a bit much, like it's a bit over my budget. Okay, we'll do a Kickstarter. So it's just 45 minutes, so it's more affordable. We just kickstart you on your journey, 1 or 2 sessions, get you confident, get you happy. The goal is to get them up to a silver 60 minutes. Once they've got to know you a bit more, they're more comfortable with you, realize you're not just trying to take them their money and actually help them, up them to a silver. However, they might just stay on the Kickstarter, which is 45 minutes a week. Yeah. Right. Usually, more often than not, people that only see you for 30 minutes a week don't get results. They're not as accountable. They don't care as much. Not always the case. Not always the case. I've had clients previously, which I see them fortnightly for 30 minutes or 45 minutes, and they get results. Yeah. We've got someone now that my training catches up once a month, and he's got amazing results. But he's being accountable outside of the PT time, though. So when we're messaging him, he's replying, yep, I'm doing this. Yes, I'll do my food. Yes, I'm getting my steps. He's doing that. So where he's not catching up in the gym, he's being super accountable with check-ins. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So we just don't opt for that a lot of the time for those reasons. That's a rare case. Rarely do you get people you don't see much that get results. Like, how many people here, like, put your hands up or come off mute, that have people that they see once a week or every fortnight that get amazing results, where they actually do everything and they're super accountable? Like, does anyone else have those clients? I think we've got like 1, maybe 2. Anyone else? No one else?
Yeah, I do. 100%.
Yes, does Michael?
Yeah, hit and miss. Normally over the time, you can normally gauge over time within the first few sessions that you do if they're gonna let loose and do monthly and things. And I'd steer them into other options rather than do that. I'd look at other cost-effective ways to draw them into some sort of weekly thing to help them better, really, or give them more of what they need. Sometimes some people can do it, but very few. Depends on the client.
Yeah, I agree. Some can, but yeah, that's why Rach does like the long-winded answer. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Easy. Cool. Again, guys, Monday Q&A. Any questions about anything, put your hands up. There's no real theme with today. It's just anything you're unsure about, anything you're uncertain, come off mute, put your hand up. We'll come to you. I think, Georgia, you just came off mute. Or it was an accident while you're running around doing your training?
Oh, that was training before. I think I'm doing all right so far. I just got a new client today, which is cool. So I use the package and everything, and I think the way it was set out, like showing the gold first, kind of pushed her to go for the silver, because it was like, oh my god, the gold's blah 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 much. The silver sounded a lot more reasonable then.
Yeah, that's fine. All good. What up?
Package, so that was really good.
Yeah.
So I can't hear.
Me?
Yeah. Wait. Really quiet. I don't know what's going on there.
Can everyone else hear me okay?
Yeah.
I think it's just me. That's all right. Yeah, no, but I think I'm just gonna listen in today, because like sometimes I feel like you don't know what you don't know. You don't know if you're doing something wrong until maybe someone brings it up and you're like, oh shit, that's what I'm doing. I need to change that kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's all right so far.
Good. Well done. Yeah, absolutely. I thought I was doing all right with my business and work for years and years, until Simon just kicked my butt a little bit, pulled me up on a few things, and then I really dialed it in with how I do a few things. My biggest thing a couple of years ago was sales. I just wasn't confident. And that was before Pinnacle had the structure that it did now, before we had a sales webinar and all that. Now Tarkin had a sales webinar, but it's before Tarkin and I were aboard. So my way of learning was I read about sales, and became more confident. And instead of the mentality of, now this isn't a sales webinar, but instead of having the mentality when it comes to consults and sales, it's like, oh, I need to get this person to like me, I need to get the sale. I just started having fun with it. Just started trying different things and playing around, actually getting to know the person instead of thinking, okay, I need to get an end result out of this. It was like, well, take that away and just get to know the person, see what they really want, and then offer them a solution. And if it fits them, they'll take it. And it got better. Like, sales just went through the roof and started kicking butt. And then, yeah, now I'm here helping teach other people, as is Tarkin. So, but yeah, just always listening in, as we always say, just even if you got no questions, listen in on the webinars. There's sometimes, just like myself, just like Tarkin, I'm sure Simon, all it might take is just one bit of info you hear. You're like, that makes sense, and that can be a game changer. Mine was sales, just mentality of how to go about it. Just heard something that makes sense, I'm going to do that, and then it just started getting the ball rolling. So
yeah, tell us more about that. It's good, because I was messaging Simon over the weekend, and I guess battling. We've got the pressure on I've got the pressure on to get clients this week. So yeah, I kind of need 10, 15 consults this week booked in to convert 5 or 6 paying clients by the end of the week, as well as each week thereafter. So yeah, it's a mental game, like going around talking to people in the gym here. There's so many people that have just got headphones on, and a lot of people here are already confident doing what they're doing and have got trainers already. So how do we get around that with floor to the floor?
Yeah, cool. I can see you got your hand up as well, Sav, so we'll come to you in a minute. So as in, first thing is, how many consults you got this week, Michael?
We've got 4 booked in so far.
Then you got to get that up. How many trainers in your gym again?
22.
Yeah. How many members?
4,200.
That's okay. 4,200. I'm sure you've already done the maths. What's that divided up into, everyone?
There's still a lot of there's 1,000 people a day or thereabouts coming through, so still loads of people.
Yeah, heaps of people. And I doubt 4,200 people are training with trainers. Divide that. So 4,200 times that by 20, 840. Usually I go off the number that 20% members of all gyms would want to work with a PT to some description. You got 840 people there. 840 divided by 22 is 38. 38 people. Divide that even to 2 sessions per person. That's like 80 or 76 if you want to be specific. So yeah, man, you're going to do, so you got the floor to the floor you're running this week, or you're not? Or you're supposed to run it?
I'm just keeping going with it, yeah, and bringing members that haven't been in 4 weeks. I'm trying to get a list of new members that have joined that don't have a PT as well. Contact them.
Yep, and you are contacting them, or you're trying to get the list?
I'm going to get the list today.
Cool.
Got the posters, all that jazz, walking around, being in the gym, all that stuff. Yeah, so it's just hard because we literally, if we don't have money coming in, then we're fucked. Basically, we don't have money for rent and everything else that goes on. So what else can I do?
Yeah. You are running the floor to the floor strategy at the moment?
Yes.
Yeah. How many names you got?
About 30 so far on here. We had an open day on Saturday, but nothing come of that.
30 names, and you're all going up to everyone. How long have you been running that for?
This last week.
Yeah. So obviously 30 names, which is good. Get that up, man. So in your situation, if I was in the gym with a lot of people, 4,000, high amounts of trainers. So the thing about that is your passive strategies, your posters and that. Have other PTs got posters up?
Yeah, so that it's all just noise. It's just posters everywhere. So they don't nothing.
So my success in those situations previously is you've got to get in front of people, floor to the floor, any of those kind of strategies which actually has you in front of people, because again, as you said, noise, like you'll get a small number of consults through posters, stuff like that, but because you got so many PTs trying to do the same thing, it's going to be diluted. So you've got to do something different. And the different things you can do is you can do like a sub stand. Sub stand gets you in front of everyone. I used to do a sub stand and the floor at the same time. So sub stand, me, shot cups, protein powder, BCAAs, all these cups. Hey, you know, they're leaving the gym, they're coming in. Hey, you're coming into the gym, you're about to train. BCAAs, give it a go, recovery, blah, blah, blah. Yep, cool, blah, blah. Awesome. What's your name? My name's Michael. That's me. What are you training? I'm going to train legs. That sucks. That's hard. Cool. All right. Do you want some help with that next time? Maybe. Oh, yeah. Wouldn't mind. Cool. All right. My name's Nathan. Free. I'm happy to train you for free if you just want to give it a go. Blah, blah, blah. What time suits you next week? That's the very quick way. Obviously, getting to know people more, but you're giving them something as well. You're giving them BCAAs. You're giving them protein powder when they leave. Getting it right there on the door. So where they leave, they can't miss you. And then I'd run the floor to the floor at the same time. So where I'm doing this up, so I've got the floor to the floor poster or the document there. But, oh, I'm also running a competition as well. Blah, blah, blah. Would you like to enter? Yeah, why not? Sure, cool. Get your names. So I'm getting names. I'm getting people booked in and getting consults then and there. But that's me standing out from the crowd. I've got to stand out. So you got to be more aggressive. That's just how it is. If I went into a gym when I'm the only trainer, any strategy is going to work. I could put in consults on autopilot because I'm the only trainer. I can put posters out because I'm the only trainer. Lead boxes, cool. That's like best case scenario. That's not majority of PTs. So you just got to be more aggressive. You got to think, okay, how am I going to stand out? Update your posters every month or so. You got to work a bit harder, make them new, put them in different locations. Can you put lead boxes out? Change up the artwork, put it in different locations. It's a bit more work. That's just how it is. No worries, Ray. Easy. Does that make sense? Like floor to the floor, you got to get in front of people, try and put yourself in places where you're going to stand out. You got 4 consults, awesome. But in those kind of locations, it is more challenging, not impossible, but you're just going to have to just put more work in. It's all about standing out from the crowd. Does that make sense, Michael?
Yeah.
There's no simple way about it. When I went to Derrimut locations, I went to a Derrimut location, Windsor Gardens. At the time, 12,000 members, 10 or 11 PTs, okay? To anyone like us, that's no brainer. It's like, okay, well, 12,000 members, 12 trainers, cool, that's easy. But, you know, not allowed to put posters up, okay? Can't put, oh no, I put a lead box up in there. It got like full within a night. I was like, well, this is amazing. But can't put posters up. So I was like, what can I do? I can put a lead box up, can't put posters up. So within a week, I was like, well, I could do a sub stand and I could do floor to the floor. So within that first week, I'm out the front doing a sub stand, booking people in because I was allowed to do it. Awesome. I'm in front of everyone walking in and out. There's a line to get in. I'm talking to everyone, standing out. I'm the new PT, Nathan, cool, nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. It's not even like the first goal is to collect names. It's just to be there and get to know everyone. Who's this guy? Who's this new PT doing a sub stand? I haven't seen this before. Okay, this guy seems cool. Yep, cool, routine, blah, 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 blah. Do it again the next night. Okay, it's this guy again. Oh, yeah, I spoke to you last night. Yeah, well, I'm this, PT, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I train next week. Yep, cool. Bang it in. But I'm doing different things. I'm standing out. Would you be allowed to do something like that in your gym, Michael?
Yeah, they're often doing a supplement thing out at reception at the out there, but I could just jump on board with that and then say, right, well, I'll set myself up a wee table over here. You guys blend up the smoothie or whatever you're doing, and I'll set up a wee desk on the front door and dish that out.
Yeah, would even do that. Just does your gym sell any supplements?
Yeah, heaps.
Sell that. So hey, I'll push the supplement, push it, but I'll use your supplement, buy it myself, and then I'll do this. So you're getting a sale, promoting your supplements, and all the no worries, Ray. She's going to go do a sub stand now. But I'm out there helping everyone. The members love it. They're getting something for free, and yeah, it's a win-win for everyone. But again, it's like got to stand out, got to do something different. It's how it is in those busy gyms. If you're the only PT, cool, you can get away with not doing that stuff. You can still do that stuff. Do you need to? No, not all the time. We've had PTs that build up their businesses on 1 or 2 strategies because they're the only PT in like a thriving gym. Awesome, good for them. Not the same situation for everyone else. So other people have to do other things. I'm used to being into gyms where there's other PTs running around. So I've got to hustle, got to think differently. I've just expanded to another location where I am the only PT. So I've just got, and they're on site with everything, the manager and the owner. So I was like, cool, all right, consults on autopilot, let's do this, do that. But that's the easiest situation, yeah. But the sacrifice there, it's got less members. So normally in that situation, there's a lot less members in the gyms. So it's like, okay, do I want less members? I'm the only PT, or do I want more members, 3,000, 4,000, which is amazing, more PTs? It just means different strategies. Doesn't mean you can't be successful. You just got to think a bit differently. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, yeah. There's a lot of people are kind of, I guess, already confident with what they're doing training wise. So, yeah, approaching that a bit differently.
Who decided that? Who decided that all confident know what they're doing?
Well, yeah, that's part of my mindset as well on that.
Yeah, no one decided that except you.
So
if they knew what they were doing, then they'd be happy not going to the gym as much. So no, that's just your mindset, my man, as well. Like everyone's in the gym. There's people that go to the gym for years and years and years, and they still don't know how to do a lat pull down properly or chest press properly. But again, if you're looking at your market, are you going to go to the big hulking muscle meathead He-Man that is bodybuilding in a couple of weeks, or are you going to go to the new person that just walked in the door and is scared to go up to the treadmill? Okay, well, who am I going to approach? Who probably wants help or needs the help more?
Yeah, exactly.
Think about it though. Even if you take the big hulking He-Man that's bodybuilding, they still get help. They still get a coach. They still need help. So it's not like the most experienced people still need help. It's just a different type of help. Myself, I got people. I'm training a strongman. Could he do it by himself? Yeah, probably, but he still wants someone to work out what he has to eat and just to refine some of his technique, but he can still do it himself.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like no one's decided that they're all confident and know what they're doing except you. And if I went into a gym, well, if I had the mindset everyone knows what they're doing, I wouldn't be a PT. Well, I wouldn't be here.
So true.
Yeah, but yeah, that didn't mean to come off sounding savage. I'm just trying to just help you. People want your help, Michael. You just gotta find the ones that need it. And welcome, Kate. Yeah, everyone's here wanting help. Does that answer your question, Michael? Help you out a little bit again?
That's it.
Does?
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, just get out there and just stand out. Sav, you got your hand up. Let's come. What's happening?
Yes, I have a question. I have a client. I'm struggling with her nutrition. Like, what do you do with clients when they're saying she's 100 kilos and she's saying that she doesn't overeat and that she's under eating and she's tracking her food, but she's always eating like 1,400 calories?
Yep.
What do you do in that situation?
Cool. All right. I'd like to hear other people's responses. I think Cass had someone that she was struggling with for a while there. Comes up every now and then, but come to that later. Yeah. So how long have they been eating 1,400 consistently for?
Well, so I would see her My Fitness Pal, and for like maybe she would log 4 out of the 3 days. And I was like, I need consistency. I need to see like every day. And then she would always say that she feels so full, and that she's only able to eat like 1,600 calories. And that's probably been like quite a few months now.
Yep. Cool. Well, you can't trust that because she's not filling out every day. It's just how it is. Is she not filling out the weekends?
She might do 1 day of the weekend, and then yeah.
Yep. Cool. How long have you worked with her for?
Like, she's an online client, so I've been working with her for maybe 4 months, but not nutrition for 4 months.
Sure. How long has nutrition been a thing?
Probably like 2 months.
2 months, and nothing's budged.
Nothing at all.
Cool. Right. If it was me, and I could only like talking from my perspective, if I had someone 100 kilos and that scenario, I said, we need to get your calories every day. That's just how it is. If they refuse and absolutely not doing it, but they wanted to lose weight and they were like, she wants to lose weight. She's serious. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, in that situation, I'd say, look, I'm happy to write you. Yeah. So I use my Fitness Pal. Now I'll write meal guides for people. I get them ticked off. So my wife is a nutritionist, so we can do meal plans as long as she has a look at it and gives it a green tick. Says, yep, that's fine for this person. That's fine. But then in that kind of situation, we can call it like a meal guide. I call it where, okay, well, this is what you're eating normally. You got to get this amount of calories, this amount of macros, high protein, moderate to low carb, and moderate fat. This amount of calories, like 1,600 calories. And then I can write, this is what a day in my Fitness Pal might look like for you, corresponding to the food that you like to eat. Okay. And it's just a guide. Doesn't mean you have to follow it. Meal plans, when you say you got to eat this is going to get you results, that's when it gets into icky waters. But again, my wife's a nutritionist, so we can do that as long as she does it and ticks it off. But anyway, meal guides, you can say, okay, well, I see you like eating this for breakfast, or I see you like eating a tuna sandwich for lunch. This is how you can hit 1,600 calories every day, hitting 120 grams of protein, this amount of carbs every day, with your tuna sandwich in there for lunch, as an example. Does that make sense, Sav? But they still got to do like fill out the food accountability, because if she's doing like a few days, it can take one day, like 2 bad meals for someone to sit where they are with their weight. I work with people that's Monday to Friday, like it's 100% do everything well. And then Saturday comes along and they said, oh, I just had like a big barbecue lunch, and dinner time I had like 5 drinks. Okay, well, the thing is, I don't like going by a daily average of calories. It's a weekly average. So you got to lose weight. If you want to lose 2 kilos, and you got to hit an average every day of 1,600 calories. To do that, your maintenance is 1,800. Let's just say you're a fit animal who's always been, and you're just trying to really cut down to get to like 10% body fat. You go with 1,600 every day. Yeah. But then Saturdays come along, you've had 2,000. Yeah. Sunday, you've had maybe 1,800, 1,900. Yeah. Well, now your weekly average isn't 1,600. It's just come up. You got to dispute all those numbers throughout the week. And instead of being 1,600 every day, now it's 1,700. Maybe it's 1,750. Yeah. Are you as likely to get results? Well, no, because you've just upped what your deficit is. So, and that's considering that you're getting your steps every day as well, right? Is this lady getting 50,000 steps a week at least minimum? What's she do for work?
She'll be hitting just not. She's a childcare, so she is hitting quite high. She's like, majority of the week is like 11,000. So yeah, she would be getting like 50,000 for sure.
Yep, cool. Okay, well, the steps are good. So it's always steps, it's always food, it's always sleep, stress levels as well. There's those 4 things. Stress is high, weight's not going to budge as much. If you're not sleeping, your weight's not going to budge, because that's when we lose weight. If your food is crap, it speaks for itself. I always say to people, look, you don't even have to train. If you want to lose weight, and say, for example, you're 100 kilos, if you're getting at least 70,000 steps a week, eating at least 80, 90% well, and sleeping at least 7 hours a night, you should be losing weight. That's disregarding going to the gym. You should be getting results. If you're not, one of those 3 things are falling short. It's if someone's like, oh, I'm 80 kilos and I've already got muscles. I want to lose 5 kilos or 3 kilos. Okay, well then, yeah, you probably have to train still, because you just got to burn extra calories, get the fat burning more. So something's missing there. You can go down the rabbit hole. You can say, oh, she has to get her bloods done. Does she have any kind of issues like that? Anything with her thyroid, do you know?
I don't think so.
No. So then it's something they're lacking. I don't like calling people liars, like, oh, you're lying, you're not doing everything that you say you are. So, oh yeah, I think I'm eating 1,600. but on those other days, is she dipping her food in like sauces? Is she marinating her food with stuff that she probably shouldn't be, that she thinks is okay? There's a lot of aspects there. Without keep going, the short answer is, hey, I need you to fill in every day consistently. Otherwise, I don't know 100% what's happening. The other alternative is I can write you exactly a meal guide, what every day should look like for you. But I still need you to fill in my fitness power, because if you stop filling it in, then I don't know if you're following this. At the end of the day, they've got to be accountable with their food. Yeah, nutrition, rule that out. We're following on nutrition. We got to take this seriously. You want results? I know you're serious about it. You got to do this. You can do it for 4 days. How come you can't do it for the other 3? I'm not saying you're going out and gorging yourself on those days, but I don't know. We got guys that do 100%, but they fill in my fitness power consistently, and I can see, hey, Saturday you're having 4 beers here. You said you want to get down to 102, you're 107, but you're having 4 beers here Saturday. And I can see that you're going out with the family Friday, Saturday night, you're getting takeaway. Cool. Okay, well, now I know the problem. I really struggle to go out with the family. Awesome. You can still go to Macca's. Don't get the quarter pounder and cheese meal. Get a salad, get a wrap, get something smaller. But I like having it. Okay, well then breakfast and lunch, cut out your carbs, have something smaller to eat. And then dinner time comes around, you can have something bigger. But now I'm gorging myself. I'm getting really full. I'm really hungry, so I'm going to have 2 quarter pounders. Okay, eat before you go out. There's always an answer. Eat before you go out. So dinner, you're about to go to McDonald's with the family. Have a meal before you go. You'll get there. Oh, I'm not that hungry. I'm just going to have a drink. Yeah, there's always an answer. That's why we got to get to know people. Then we've got to figure out what their habits are. Everyone's different. 100 kilo per weight person's habits are going to be different to a 70 kilo weighted person that wants to lose weight. It's just how it is. You got to figure out what they're doing, where it's going wrong.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Have you, in your experience, have you had to, not with like this client, but just as an example, have you had to do many reverse diets of people when their metabolism's so slow that you have to like reverse them back up?
Yeah, not often. Oh, sorry. Take that back. I've had people that want to lose weight, but they're severely under eating. Yeah, so if you're calling that, reverse diet for me is kind of, or
reversing out the diet,
Yeah, I was thinking of having one big meal to start it up again. Yeah, plenty of times. Plenty of times I've had people severely under eating, so we've got to get you eating more. But then it's half the time it can be a mental battle as well, because they think eating more is bad, and they've been told their whole lives that they have to eat less to lose weight. So then you got to explain to them, say, yep, I understand. That's what the books say. But this is how the body works. You're severely under eating, and your body's getting used to having 600, 800 calories a day, and you want to lose weight. So what we got to do, you always got to go calm, because it's a stressful conversation with people. You can see I've kind of lowered my voice. I'm talking slower, because people eating more is stressful for a lot of people. So I say, yep, I fully understand. And obviously that's what the books, the magazines teach us. So this is how the body works. When you're under eating, and in this case, I see that you are, because you're only having 800 calories a day and you've just started exercising, you're getting 70,000 steps a week. So you're definitely burning energy, but because your body's used to under eating, not getting much, what it wants to do is it thinks essentially you're starving. You're getting some food, but your body's just storing it. Well, this person isn't feeding me enough, so I think I'm going to starve. So I'm just going to hold on to everything as best as I can. People say starvation mode doesn't exist. Don't call it starvation mode. Just say it's your body refusing to let go. So, and what we need to do is we need your body to realize that it's getting fed and you're burning more energy, and for your body to actually relax. Think your body's all tired. Oh, I'm not going to let go of what I have because I'm going to starve. We want your body to relax. Let go. So we've got to eat more, but we're eating more good food. We're not eating more Macca's, not eating more donuts. Of course, I've worked with plenty of people where I allow that in their food and they still lose weight. I always say I had one lady that was having ice cream every night, but she was doing so well with every other meal, with every other day. When her time of the month came up, she knew what to do. She would eat certain things, so she wouldn't gorge herself, but she would allow certain food in. So we said, well, you can have an ice cream every night because you're doing everything right. And she still lost weight. But she was just being 100% with everything else. And she was having like 1,700 calories. If I said, oh, drop this, increase this, drop that, bang, the next day. And she kept losing weight. But because you're so regimented. But yeah, that takes a while to get there, of course. Not a lot of people could just wake up and do that. But in this case, the person, explain to them, you can get to that. You can use that analogy, like we'll work with people. Eventually you can get to a point where you can have a chocolate, an ice cream every day, whatever, and lose weight. But your body has to first learn to, it's got to eat more of the good stuff to allow that. Yeah. Ideal situation, someone that's 100 kilos comes to me and I'll say, cool, all right, you're going to have about 1,800 calories, high protein, moderate to low carbs, moderate to low fats, get 70,000 steps a week, gym maybe twice a week, gym twice, 3 times should be more than enough, and just get the body moving. Should be getting results. That's the perfect situation. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. One last question. Sorry, everyone. But what would be the minimum calories that you would put someone on?
Yeah. So this is being recorded, so I gotta be careful. So a lot of people say 1,600 is the bare minimum for health reasons. 1,600, which is like a lot for a lot of people as well. People hear 1,600, especially if they're new to the gym, like 1,600. How am I going to fit that all in? Health reasons, if you go by guidelines, 1,600. Personally, I've never had to put anyone lower than 1,500. That's being truthful. That actually was that chick that was having ice cream every night and getting results. But because she said, I just want to get abs. Hey, Tanya, talking about nutrition. This lady came to me and said, I want to get abs now. That's the goal. What do I need to do? She was fit, like train like an animal, blah, blah, blah. And actually, I only caught up with her every fortnight, 45 minutes. And we just pumped her. She was a machine. She said, I want abs now. Summer's coming. What do I need to do? I was like, all right, well, I know you'll say what I say. And I trust you to do the right thing because that's all she's done. She's never done anything wrong. She's never undereated. She's never overtrained. She did exactly what I said. I was like, all right, you're having this amount, drop it to 1,500. All right, increase this, drop that. And I said to her, now, I'm not supposed to, 1,500 is dangerous. I wouldn't tell anyone else to drop it to 1,500 to lose weight, but because you're already on 16, or she was on 16 or 1,700 and losing weight, but she just wanted a little bit more. She just wanted to lose a little bit more body fat because she could. To get there, sit there for a month or two, and then put it back on. She knew that it's not a forever thing. I was like, okay, cool. 1,500, increase your protein, drop your carbs. When, time of the month comes around, this kind of stuff, increase this leading up to it, keep it here. That allows you to have this, chocolate, whatnot, to keep your sanity. But then after that, drop it back down, do this. And she did. She was happy. But rarely do I drop it to 1,500 with people. Rarely. That makes sense. Usually I always try and get people up eating more, especially if they're not eating enough. And then once their body climatizes to it, drop it back down. And always say to people, when you've increased their calories as well, change their food. 2 weeks for the body to relax, because some people notice inflammation. Oh, I'm getting, bloated. This is bad for me. No, 2 weeks, because your body it's reacting. It's reacting to eating more. It's reacting to having the protein increase. It's reacting to all changes in the body. Sorry. Hey guys, I'm in the meeting. I booked this room out.
I'm just showing someone.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
You don't need to talk.
Sorry.
I just want to say hello before.
Okay. Hello. Sorry, guys. But yeah. Monday. Anyway, sorry. What was I at? Say the last thing I was saying.
Just saying about wouldn't drop below 1,600, 1,500 is the minimum that you would go.
Yeah. So 1,500 is the minimum thing I would go. So 1,600 usually. Anyone that's trying to lose weight, they don't need enough, get it up 2 weeks. That's right, 2 weeks for the body to relax, to inflammation, and for the bloating to calm down. And from there, see how their body reacts. So are they gaining weight? Are they staying the same? Cool. Then you can talk about dropping it. But even then, barely do I drop it. I always change macros around first. So someone's 1800 and they're losing weight and it stops. Okay, well, before we drop it, we're going to just change your macros around. We're going to increase your protein, drop your carbs. Maybe we'll increase your fats and change this up. Then the body's going to change a bit more. Then I'll drop the calories. I always elongate it because you want their results to keep going. So you've got to change things slowly.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Things you can do. And that's just calories and macros. That's not everything else. If you want to get technical down the track, you can go into micronutrients. So that's where my wife's information comes into play, what she knows. Play around with fiber as well. I did a powerlifting comp once and I had to lose 3 kilos in 2 days. I lost 5 kilos in 2 days because my wife said, just take out your fiber, do this, and decrease your carbs. I wasn't hungry. I never got hungry. I just changed some stuff I ate. And the night before the comp, we went out for dinner and I had an entree and like a big dinner, but I could only eat certain things. I couldn't have certain vegetables. She said, just don't eat this, this, and that. And the next day I'm competing, hit PBs, and lost 5 kilos. I lost more than I wanted to, but didn't affect my performance. It just, she just knew what to do. So what I mean, I always say that to people. So I lost 5 kilos in 3 days, but it's just I knew what to do. But again, I just did it. It didn't take me filling out my fitness power for 2 months and maybe not following the guidelines. I was just like, yep, cool, I'll do that. Bang, did it, and it fell off. So again, long-winded answer. Does that help you out, Sav? I hope somewhere in there. No worries. Cool, easy. Cass, how are you? You had your hand up there for a bit and then we'll come to you, Rach.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. So I had a consult yesterday. So she wants to do bodybuilding for her first time. And she's like, oh, are we able to meet at your house, not the gym? There's someone there I don't want to see. And I was like, okay, weird. Anyway, I met up with her and we've just had a new female trainer start like last week. And she's like, yeah, she's my trainer. That's why I didn't want to meet up with her. And I was like, oh, okay. Like the last thing I want to do is step on anyone's toes, especially being new to the gym, new trainers, new management, new staff. Like I don't want any conflict.
Yeah.
So I was like, I just said, look, like what are you not happy with kind of thing? And she went through everything that her trainer's doing. And I said, look, honestly, if I was your trainer, I'd probably be doing everything the exact same. I think it's just like a communication thing. Maybe you just need to communicate with her better. And she's like, yeah, I just wanted a second opinion. And I was like, cool. Like I didn't want to take, I don't want to take her money. It's not like I'm desperate for clients. I didn't want to. So I kind of pushed her to stay with this trainer. She's only just started, so I don't actually know anything about her business or her training or anything like that. But by what she's told me, she sounds fine. Like, and mind you, like I've only just started. I've never actually trained anyone for a bodybuilding comp until like now, and they still haven't done their first show. So I'm still not like super confident with it. Anyway, so she left, all good. I just said, communicate with her better. And then this morning she's now messaged me saying, hey, like I want to train with you. And I'm like, I don't know what to do because I really don't want to step on anyone's toes this early on. And I feel like it's going to cause conflict. So what would you recommend I do?
Cool. Yeah, I've been in that situation plenty of times. Get them to message the trainer. Say, hey, that's fine, but obviously I've just started at your gym and your trainer's there now for reasons that I don't want to come in there and feel like I'm pinching clients. Obviously, this isn't the situation. You came to me, which is fine. I have no issue with. But just so everyone's happy and knows what's going on, I need you to explain to your trainer that you've decided you don't want to work with them anymore for no other reason other than you just want to try someone else. You just want to try someone else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you have evidence of that, or they've said, yep, that's cool. first opportunity you get, say to that trainer, hey, this happened. I actually didn't know that they were your client until they came to me. Obviously I told him, hey, didn't come here to step on anyone's shoes, and asked her to speak to you first, and then before she came to me. Just letting you know that.
Yeah.
Then you can be extra nice and say, look, if you're not happy with me training her, just say so. Just say face, because last thing you want to do is go into a gym. This is what's going to happen. Someone's new and shinies come in. Oh, I'll give them a go. Happened to me plenty of times. You go into a new gym and clients, members, because they've trained with their trainer for years or months, and they're like, oh, I want to try that person. And they're like, actually, I like your methods better, or I just get along with you better. Can I train with you? Yep, cool. Speak to them first. Let them know, and then I'm going to speak to them, make sure everything's okay. And then that's fine. We can rock and roll.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So tell her to tell her trainer first, and then I'll approach her, the trainer.
Just let them know that
Yeah.
with me, and be truthful about it. You just want to try something new and you like it, and then opens the way for you to be able to, yep, this happened. Just letting you know, if you're not happy with it, I don't need a trainer. But obviously I'd like to help her.
Yeah.
Extra
Okay,
nice
cool.
about
And then one quick thing, you know that banner that you saw
Yeah.
in the gym? Do you know, because Jack said I can do it as long as I replicate it, and do you know roughly how big that was, like the size of it?
Yeah.
Because I can do 1.5 meters high or 2 meters high, and I think it was 1.5, but it's hard to tell from the photo.
I've actually got one myself. I've got two actually. Send me a message on school, or just send me a message on Messenger anyway. Open that up to remind me to go measure it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, that's right. I've got if I get my tape here, if I leave it out.
Do you know if it's the same size as the one at Right Away?
Oh, it looks like it is. It looks like it is. And
Yeah.
okay. Either way, they're going to be big. You're still going to get the same message out 2 meters or 1.5 meters.
Yeah, well, I that's when he said replicate it, and I'm like, oh, I bet you if it's a 1.5 and I go 2 meters, he'll probably be like, that's way too big.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to spend that money, and then for him to be like, no, it's got to be 1.5.
Hold on. No, it'd be 2 meters, because it's definitely taller than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, and I'm taller than 1.5. So it'd be 2 meters straight up. Yeah, I don't even need.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Nice, easy.
Yeah.
And Rach, you got your hand up.
Yes. With you guys were talking about nutrition before, and putting people on calories and things. Have you guys done a nutrition course? Because I thought we weren't allowed to do that, and then I was just asking because it'd be good to know if I can do that.
Yeah. So good question. Always a good question. So no, haven't done a nutrition course. We're as PTs allowed to advise calories and macros, and that's it. If you want to be legal about calories and macros, so you can say to someone, I advise that you look at having 18 to 2,000 calories, 1,800, 2,000 calories, increase your protein, drop your carbs. But it's when you start telling people exactly what food to eat, that's a big no-no.
Yeah, okay, cool. But can you put them on a deficit or a surplus or something?
Yeah, well, that's
Can
easy.
you say, so you can say you want to lose weight, I want to put you on a deficit of this much to start, and then train with them and then decrease it a bit more. Yep. Oh, I didn't think we were allowed to do that. Okay, that's good to know.
Allowed to do meal plans, so you're not allowed to have a big a sheet, and you're not allowed to say breakfast, have 30 grams of oats, have this, have eggs, lunch, have this, have that, because that's a meal plan.
Yeah. Right. You can just give them the amount of calories. Can you give them the percentages of macros or not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Macros. That's what macros are. Have this amount of macros percent, and this amount of grams. Guidelines. Again, it's a guideline. We're allowed to do guidelines. We're not allowed to do plans.
Yeah.
Again, I do because I have a wife that's a nutritionist. That's why I do. Yeah. So she ticks it off. She looks at it. Yep, that's fine. So it's got the green tick of approval. Otherwise, it's just macros, but you can get amazing results just doing calories and macros. Anyway, you don't need the meal plan. Some people opt for it. So yeah, it's a guideline. We do
Yeah.
guidelines and that's it.
Because I'm just like started, obviously I'm only like 3-4 weeks into like being a PT. And I don't know, I'm feeling like really overwhelmed just with the everything, like the training people, just all the admin stuff. It's so much more than you think when you come into the industry. And then like my clients a lot of them have goals for weight loss, and then there's one that has a goal to build or two that have a goal to build muscle and build up their body. And I'm just like, I know like I've been lacking and getting them like food guidelines and all of that, and I'm just struggling with it. Yeah, if anyone has advice of what to do, because I feel very
I've got
overwhelmed.
advice.
Here you go,
Yeah.
Tanya.
So I actually hate teaching counting calories. Like none of my clients stick to it like at all. So every time I see them, I'm just like I've done this to so many ladies. So context, most of my clients are women, usually around middle age, going through menopause, and I just tell them, why don't you try your breaks, for example?
Wait, I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Tanya, cutting out a little bit.
Oh, sorry. That's
So
right.
that
So what
last-
I was just saying, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
better.
Okay. So what I was saying was just instead of like, if you're too intimidated counting, like teaching them how to count calories, just be a little bit more like suggestive. So you could, instead of telling them like, okay, you have to have this much for breakfast and this much for lunch, just tell them, why don't you switch the I don't know, oatmeal, for example, to a couple of eggs? Like, just offer a suggestion instead of like telling them exactly how much and what to have. That works for me.
So just like healthier food swaps, do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if you've set up anything online. So we use School as well for my clients.
Okay.
And I've just got like modules, and I've just like give them a list of foods that they can have, or like take a chocolate, for example. What's a healthier alternative for chocolate and for chips and for popcorn, or like healthy takeout options for them, so that they've got a list to fall back to, and they can kind of figure it out on their own. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I do want to get like a community thing, but I'm not sure what to do. I've been thinking about like Facebook, like having a private Facebook group, and like I know I'm in a group with my trainer and we're in a WhatsApp group, and there's all these different ideas, but you use School. What does anyone else use? Because I'm trying to get like an idea of what I could do.
Yeah, I use Facebook as well. Yeah, so on Facebook, it's a little bit less detail, but you can use it like a School as well, just so that because you probably get the same questions every single day. So just list like all the questions you get and just post them all in one place, so that when someone asks you, okay, go to this, or tag them, so that they've got it handy.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, Facebook. That's what I do myself.
Okay.
Yeah. Tanya's got a good approach about it as well.
Hmm.
If
I like the food swaps idea.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, what works for your clientele as well? So Tanya's works really good for hers. Awesome. Everyone's got a custom approach. It's just asking her around, see what suits best for you, your clientele. And again, yeah, Rach, you're new to PT and you've joined Pinnacle, which is awesome, amazing. You've got everything you need, but it can seem like a lot because you're okay, I've just got this plethora of information.
Yeah. What do I do? Yeah, no, it's crazy, but just little steps, I think. Trying not to look at the big picture, because like at the same time I'm still setting up my business. Like yesterday I was just signing up to a direct debit thing, and so that was overwhelming because I'm like, oh no, I've got to put their things in, and yeah, but it's okay. We're getting there.
If you find me on Facebook, Rach, give me an ad and I can send you like the link to my Facebook group.
Okay.
Yeah, so just copy everything. I don't mind. I don't care.
Okay, yeah, I'd love to have a look and just like, yeah, get some inspiration and stuff.
That's
Thanks,
all
Helen.
good.
Thank you. There you go.
Cool.
Cool. That wraps up. Anyone have any other quick 1-2 minute questions at anything? Was everyone else just chiming in? I think that's about it. Cool. Happy days. Well done, guys. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
That's right. Thank you. Hope everyone got something out of today.
Yeah.
And we're all rocking and rolling. So let's have a great week, guys. Let's get it done. We're into it. And let's keep moving forward. Make some traction. All right, guys. Have a good week. And
You
we'll
too.
see you later.
See ya.
See you later. Bye.